Hello and welcome to another edition of the South Carolina Military Museum Weapons Corner. Today we're featuring a very interesting pistol. It's the Smith & Wesson Model 2. Adopted in June of 1861, the Model 2 incorporated several features that made this a very interesting and a very popular gun for the period. It was known as a tip-up revolver, which required the barrel to be released and tipped up, and then the cylinder was taken off of the cylinder pin. And as you can see, one of the things that makes it interesting is the cylinder is bored all the way through. The standard revolver of the period was a muzzle-loading black powder design that required each cylinder to be loaded with powder with a cap on the rear of the cylinder. A man by the name of Roland White patented a bored-through cylinder. Smith & Wesson took that patent and adapted it to a .32 caliber rimfire self-contained metallic cartridge. The cylinder held 6 cartridges, and once they were loaded, it was placed back on the gun. The barrel was lowered and locked into place, making it ready to fire. It was a single action pistol, which meant that at the time you had to cock the hammer before you fired each round, and also it had a exposed spur trigger. At the end of your firing, in order to unload the pistol, again you had to raise the barrel, take the cylinder out of the pistol, and on the barrel on the underside was a lever that allowed you to take and push the expended shell casings out one at a time. When you were finished doing that, you reloaded it with 6 more rounds, put the cylinder back into the pistol, lowered the hammer, and you were ready to go again. These were very popular during the Civil War, and they were never adopted, but it was so popular that troops would buy these things with their own money and carry them. The demand was so large that by 1862, Smith & Wesson closed their order books because they couldn't keep up with demand. They stayed in production until about the early 1870s, when the design was ceased manufacturing. There was over 70,000 of these made, and they stayed in service in the civilian community well into the latter part of the 19th century. A very popular gun, the Smith & Wesson Model 2. Thanks for watching.